hard-earned money that you worked down there for to pay someone to clean after what had already been done?
Okay, that will have to be answered by the mayor.
I do have well, I can't because the mayor's not here. I wanted to know why on August the 1st of 2016 in the regular council meeting that EpiPens was supposed to have been purchased for the council to keep at City Hall and at the Senior Center. And also in that meeting, it was approved by the council for American flags and state flags up to $3,200 be purchased, and they were not purchased. We actually found that out in the June 19th meeting when the mayor was out of the country, that he had purchased a few flags for $294.46 from Lowe's instead of the Dixie decorations that we agreed on in August 1st, 2016. So I would like to know why those things were not purchased.
Okay, I would like to answer the EpiPen question, and that was, he did speak with the pharmacist here, and she advised us that because of the expense of the pens, that it was not really feasible for us to purchase and keep them on hand, especially because they also expire, and so that was the reason for not purchasing the EpiPens.
You have to have it on you.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to know, I wish someone had come back to the council and explained to the council, because if these are things that the council's approving and the money is not being spent, then the council needs to be updated as to why. But thank you for explaining that.
Thank you.
Do we know if the sprinkler system was ever installed at the welcome sign on Highway 84?
I know Richie was in charge of that.
I guess I can wait and ask the other questions that I have when we have someone that might can answer those.
So, any more questions on the AP? I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I make a motion to approve consent agenda.
A second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Yeah.
Okay. The next item is the introduction of our new Planning Commission Chairman, Mr. Noah Bloch. In fact, he's not really our new one. He's been on the job since, I think, September of last year. Please.
Thank you. Boy, I didn't think I would come back to a little town and find the problems this little town's having after leaving San Diego, California, and dealt 30 years with both the legal sides of business, architects. I'm an architect and builder from California and Arizona, and the corruption in that state. I'm learning a lot about Alabama, in both here and in Montgomery. I've been involved up there as well. I moved my wife and my son out here last summer. We didn't move until about September. From San Diego, got tired of the cost of living, corruption, crowding, and everything else. We love it here. And I wanted land instead of being next to my neighbor. I could reach out my window and shake his hands in $1 million home. So I soon came here, and the mayor found out about my background. I'm an architect, I'm a builder, I have over 40 years experience in that profession. I'm also a forensic expert. Most of you don't know what that means. I'm the guy that's hired nationwide by architects, owners, lawyers, people to figure out why a building fails, parts of a building fail, or somebody got injured or killed. I do work also in Mexico. So it's been a very rewarding profession for me, but it's taught me a lot about dealing with government, dealing with lawyers, and dealing with matters just like this. I mean, the first thing I would have looked at in this case, having 30 years experience in over thousands of cases, I didn't think it right to an arbitration right away and bring this to closure. But right now it's just going on and on. As your new chair of the planning committee, I did go and take classes here in Alabama at the university. I'm So I've learned a lot about what you can and can't do as a planner, which is rather strange for me compared to working in big cities. But I came here with the idea in the hopes to try to bring Ashford back out of its current condition. Bring it back the way it was when my sister and husband moved out here years ago. They're both doctors here in town. And bring back downtown, all the vacant buildings. I think John Lucas made a comment about the life, the buildings and the construction in here. I want to clean that up. I have a lot of very, very wealthy friends in the building industry. I like to bring them here and bring business into this town and build things up. But with this current problems we have, I can't bring them in. And I sure would bring them into the city and show them streets that are littered with trash. There are buildings that are falling apart that should have been torn down. And I know there's a lot of problems in the state legislature about tearing buildings down, but I want to see that cleaned up. So that's my job here, is to try to do that. So far, my hands have been really tied, so it's been hard for me to do. I'm currently trying to schedule a meeting with the state attorneys to discuss the planning problems of Ashford further. See what we can do to start cleaning this city up. I want to see developments. I'm glad to see one contractor doing a lot of building, but I think we need more out here. We need some high-end homes. We need a small shopping center here. We need a hotel. There's a lot of things this town could use. And Main Street should be as nice looking as Abbeville or some other nice little towns that I grew up in northern Minnesota, where I'm originally from. So, basically, that's about it. I'm your planner. We'll see how long I'll last.
Thank you. The next item on our agenda is the city to absorb the increases in the health insurance premiums for 2018 for the employees. And I don't remember exactly what it was. Do you know? 1402 per employee or something. It was.
For employee only, it's 1402. For employee and child, it's 2594. Employee and spouse is 2805. Employee, spouse, and child is 3997. And the total increase across the company based on the current number is 39405.
How much? I'm sorry.
39405.
Okay, so I'll need a motion on that.
I make a motion for the city to absorb the health insurance for the employees for 2018.
I need a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say yea.
Yay.
Opposed? The next item is for the city to absorb the council member attorney fees in excess of $10,000 in regards to the current lawsuit. As of right now, the city has, we have insurance which is covering, as I say, up to $10,000, but anything over that, we're asking that the city absorb the fees, and I think that we have 3 Attorney General opinions that agree with what we're asking for. Do I have a motion? Denise, make a motion.
Have a motion that we,
A second?
I make a motion to second it.
Okay. All in favor, say yea.
Yay.
Opposed?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Mr. Is it an issue if I am one of the ones that's being sued that I made a motion? That I made the second?
Ms. Barfield, I thought the opinion you got, did y'all put those?
No.
I didn't wish that issue, but I looked.
Our attorney did.
Our attorney did. I can get you those. I think
I
I
don't think that if there's an attorney's opinion that states that, that's a problem. What I would say is that Adam and I need to